people on YouTube will most commonly say and have the most common reason why gaming is dead. And let me tell you why, and the deeper reason why gaming is dead. It's because they suck. They can't even make games anymore. They're most focused on making graphics and frame rate focused instead of gameplay. Why do you think it takes forever? And there's a lot of spam open world games that nobody even want this game unless you have Sonic Sonic is like the perfect character to be put in an open world game. But other than that, it takes forever, dude. Just a big open world game. Open world doesn't make the game any better. It depends if the developers make it less boring. Alright, fine. Nintendo Switch 2, they can't even make no good games anymore. They're gonna be keep coming out with these trash Mario games. This Mario Tennis Fever, and what are the games that are gonna be come out this year? They're gonna be some copy and paste Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive games. You're just playing the same exact game. And the prices goes up, the console goes up, same goes with Xbox and PlayStation 5. And the reason why they're doing this is because nobody's not buying their consoles. Nobody's not buying the accessories, controllers, whatever, and the games because they're not even selling well. So that's why PlayStation 5, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch 2 are increasing the game prices up. Why is that? Because the old school generation, they're not even buying those games anymore. So all this type of money that is being increased, they're catered towards the YouTubers who are making money on Twitch and YouTube. They're the one they're going to be buying that this current generation of the consoles and the games. All these rich money making YouTubers that they make money out of you people through donations or viewers, or even making random videos to criticize the other consoles being as a PlayStation 5, Xbox, and Nintendo fanboy you guys are. You guys make easy money instead of supporting America job, instead of going to whatever the work you go to, the warehouse or fast food or restaurant. All those talented or career you guys once had, you guys sold your soul out into going into YouTube, sitting on your ass 24/7, and just go to Twitter, just go to whatever the website you guys go to make easy money, instead of like seeing what the official announcement of PlayStation 5, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch 2 had to make their originality, instead of depending on other YouTubers to spread lies and misinformation. This is what you guys do to make easy money, and all those easy money you guys have, you guys spend it on whatever the PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch are giving you. All these rip-off, all these expensive accessory controllers and games. This is the reason why these gaming companies are increasing it. They're catered towards the new generations. The old generations, all these customers who's been buying those PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch all those years until the true colors comes on PlayStation 5, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch 2. Game prices goes up, console prices goes up. That's when they all gone. Fewer and fewer people are leaving the gaming. They just most likely focused on getting older games, trying to go into websites like DK Oldies, eBay, Lookie Games, or any other retro websites. They sell old video games, or pinkgorilla.com. I think that's what the website is called, to buy old games. This is what they're trying to do, trying to buy all these retro game consoles. And they're just gonna be playing more of that than what this current generation has to go. This new current generation is only for those to explain it, for the people who likes to play Fortnite. Destiny too. Destiny game is alright. Fortnite is trash. And what is it, Overwatch 2 or any other popular free-to-play games that everybody knows, those type of games, this is what everybody is playing right now. And this is more of the people playing over there, instead of buying what is so expensive. The PS5, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch 2 games is so expensive they don't even want to buy. They just want to focus on playing free-to-play games, even Counter-Strike 2. There's a lot of people. As much as I really don't like to say this, Elden Ring, Night Rain, Elden Ring gamers out there, there's a lot of people playing this game, and another people that are playing the game is Expedition 33. Everybody's playing that game, instead of using Nerf money to buy whatever is releasing this year. PlayStation 5 only have few exclusive games, even though they're gonna be released exclusively on PlayStation 5. It's going to be converted into PC or Xbox or Nintendo Switch 2 releasing in the future. PlayStation 5 only have one exclusive, Ghost of Yotei, and those games that are released only on PlayStation 5, it was temporarily exclusive and get sent to and get ported to PC and Xbox and Nintendo Switch 2. Why? Because nobody's not going to even buy this game. This is why these dumb generation gamers, they were begging for all these games to be ported to PC instead of being exclusive. And as soon as I learned that those hardwares, the PS5 and the Xbox, get converted to third party, getting ported to PC, now I'm seeing my Xbox Series X and PS5 and PS5 Pro. I don't have PS5 Pro. I think of it as a PC hardware inside of it. And yeah, we don't even have good exclusive games anymore. PlayStation 4, when was the last time we ever got Killzone? Killzone is extinct, dude. And what was the other game? Knack? Those games, Knack is trash. If you research PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, 2, and 1, the exclusive games, what happened to all those games? Why are they not even ported to PlayStation 5? Not only they're extinct, nobody wants to buy it. If they were to bring those extinct games back to life and port it on PS5, having a temporarily exclusive and get ported to PC, guess what? Nobody's still not gonna be buying this. It's PlayStation, Xbox, they need to find a way to make money. PlayStation 5 making money through PlayStation Plus for you guys to play popular multiplayer games. Call of Duty, Fortnite, Destiny 2 that requires PlayStation Plus, and and you start buying all those trash, unnecessary shovelware games that you don't even need on your PlayStation console. That's why you make money out of. This is why Sony's making money out of PlayStation Plus more than buying games, more than the customers, more than their loyal so-called PlayStation fanboy customers. Instead of buying their games, instead of buying PlayStation games, they spend a lot of money on doing some digital collection. That's why PlayStation 5 making money on PlayStation Plus. And Xbox, they don't even have exclusive at all. The only thing I can name is Halo Infinite, but that, or I can be wrong because it's both on Xbox and Xbox Series and Xbox One, but I don't think they don't even have exclusive at all. Or maybe I'm wrong, because I guess there is no exclusive games on Xbox Series X. It's just a third-party console. The only thing I have hope for the next generation of Xbox is to let you play all the old school games on the new generation Xbox. And Xbox is making money through Game Pass, which is crazy. You can play like a lot of games on that one console. You can play everywhere. And Microsoft doing their best in the next generation to have you have freedom to play any games to play. It's an Xbox PC hybrid, and I hope that next generation Xbox can let you play any games, literally any games for any platforms, formerly platforms, the PS4, 3, 2, and 1, or Xbox One, 360, and OG Xbox, or maybe or possibly Sega, or possibly all those old gen games. That's gonna be crazy, dude. If that really does happen, then I have hope on Xbox. And then I'm still waiting for Gears of War eBay or eDay. You know what I mean. And then for Nintendo Switch 2, all they just barely make games, dude. Barely. And I don't even know why it takes so long for Nintendo to make exclusive games when they can just spam like crazy, dude. And before that, I just only wish if Xbox Series X just makes some good games. Just take their IP from an original Xbox and paste it on Xbox Series X. But I guess not. The only way for them to make money is Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. But most of those games that you see on the Xbox library of Game Pass, they're shit, dude, and nobody even know what those type of games are. Most of them indies. And what do you think? Why do you think indies are taking over the gaming? Because they don't take too long. It takes faster. It's faster for them to be developed and being put on those platforms. And those games at the end of the day is ass. The only indie game I'm okay with is Expedition 33. But all those indie games are just low budget. The low budget at their worst and at their lowest quality. That's why it takes faster for them to be developed. And by the end of the day, like I once said, the gameplay is trash. That's why the games cost so cheap. And then for Nintendo Switch 2, compare that to the last generations of Switch 1. Or you know what? Let's compare it with Nintendo Wii U, GameCube, Super Nintendo NES. Compare that to right now. They used to span so much games. Same goes with that original Xbox and PlayStation 1. And let's count Sega too. There's Sega Dreamcast, Saturn, and Genesis. There used to be so much games being spammed all left and right, and everybody knows this game. Everybody knows the third-party games. Why do you think there's a lot of games out there? It's because everybody, it takes faster. Why does it take faster for them to be developed? It's because it is not compared to the current generation that takes 5 years to polish with the graphics, polish with everything that looks so beautifully nice. But as soon as this game is launched, it just looks ugly, dude. But compared to the retro days, it was all about resolutions. It's about resolutions and actually it's just all about resolutions. Just think about it. It used to be resolutions like 144p, 244, 480p, and then when it comes to Xbox 360 and PS3 generation to above, it's just all about graphics and frame rates. But back then, it was just easier for them to make good games. But now Nintendo Switch 2, I don't even know why they're not even making. I don't even know why it takes for them to make exclusive games, when it doesn't even take forever for them to make exclusive games and put it on Nintendo Switch 2. The only hope I have is just Xbox and Nintendo Switch 2, but those games on Nintendo Switch 2 is gonna sell like shit, dude. Mario Tennis Fever is gonna sell poor, and all these copy and paste Nintendo Switch 2 they're gonna be releasing in the future. It's just gonna be exactly the same type of game. Maybe we might get Twilight Princess remake, because I think it's an anniversary coming up for Zelda. Maybe there might be a sequel to Tears of the Kingdom, not that trash Age of Imprisonment. Maybe we might get some good exclusive games on Nintendo Switch 2. Maybe we might see on Nintendo Direct soon. And let me guess, Nintendo Direct is going to be coming up soon, and guess what? It's going to be mostly indie games, not it's spamming exclusive games. Why do you think we don't have no more E3 anymore? Because those games take forever to make the game, and when you go back to the last generation, the oldest generation ever, they used to be spamming a lot of exclusive games. And as generation goes on, when it comes to after, let's say, PlayStation 2, Xbox, GameCube, and Dreamcast, just go generation forward, there's gonna be less games. As generation goes forward, it will be less games. When it comes less games, that's when E3 starts to be pointless. It's gonna be it's already extinct, dude. Why? Because there's less and less and less games. That's why E3 is extinct. Nintendo Direct starts to be trash. They're just only spamming. They're they're just spamming mostly third parties and indie games. Same goes with Xbox and PlayStation 5 Directs or PlayStation State of Play. They're just spamming indies. Same goes with Xbox with these butt ugly temporary exclusive games. And Nintendo Switch 2, when you watch the Nintendo Direct, like I once said, all you ever see is just third-party games being remasters and remakes being ported to Switch 2, and I guess exclusively on Switch 2. That's what I said on Direct, but you can play it on PC and Xbox and PlayStation 5. And the other thing they're also spamming is indies, and then by the end of the Nintendo Direct, they just only give you all you audience one Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive game, new IP, or maybe old IP. That's what all it takes, dude. Which I do not understand why these Nintendo's takes forever to make an exclusive game when it doesn't even when the company most focuses on gameplay instead of graphics and cinema. You want to know the answer why? Because these Jap fucks can't even make money for nothing, dude. These Jap fucking needs developers working at Nintendo, they can't even make good games anymore. The only hope I have for this game is the only good game I can once know is Metroid Prime 4, Donkey Kong Bonanza, and Mario Kart World and Kirby Air Riders. Those are the games that I can rely on. Those games that can be good, but Mario Kart World feels like a downgraded, watered down Mario Kart 8 type game, and people are complaining about the open world. Yeah, it's just NPCs you can't even interact with. And there are challenges, there are coins to collect, and you get a reward. It's just the experience of Mario Kart World is very short. Yeah, there's a lot of people that be complaining about the Switch 2 exclusives that finally we got a Metro game for years. Kirby Air Riders singles with it, and Donkey Kong Bonanza, and here we go, all this stupid console war nonsense. That you got YouTube influencers like Dreamcast Guy, Player Instance. All these people are like manipulating the truth about why Metroid Prime 4 sucks is because they suck at gaming, dude. They suck at playing video games. At least I do agree with them that those type of games it's not even the game we once knew. Why would they even make open world Metroid Prime 4 and then Kirby Air Riders or any other Nintendo Switch 2 or any other exclusive games one after another? You got these PlayStation fanboys, Xbox fanboys, and Nintendo fanboys bitching about the other game exclusives and spread false information as if they're going in console wars. And speaking about console wars, it's just stupid. This is why you make videos on why Call of Duty is dead, why Nintendo's dead, why Xbox is dead, and then they show a gameplay of them playing in their territory platform and they end up sucking ass in games. This console war is stupid, dude. You guys all have to grow up with this. This is why I'm not gonna even buy no more of these next generation consoles. I'm not gonna even support Xbox anymore unless if they're gonna be making the PC Xbox Hyper console. If they ever do make that, let you have freedom to play anything you want, alright, fine, I'll give it one more chance. And if Nintendo Switch 2 ever goes third party, having all those exclusive games they once had for years and years and years being ported to PC, then I'd be like, alright, you know what, I guess I'm relinquish my Nintendo Switch 2 console, and I might have the only main console I have in my hands is just Sega Dreamcast and my PC, and I can play those Switch 2 exclusives, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom on PC and higher frame rates per second than the original hardware. Alright, screw it then. Other than that, it's just dead, dude. All you ever see in this console generation is just remakes and remasters, exclusive games copying the ripping off another game to make it a good game. It depends if the game is graded better than the original. So many plagiarisms, so many rip-offs, so many indie games. PlayStation 5 makes money through PlayStation Plus and Fortnite and Call of Duty. Xbox makes money for Game Pass, where you can play anywhere. You can have the Asus ROG Ally. You can play anywhere you want. That's what they're making money on. Instead of this is literally the Game Pass Ultimate is let you play anywhere. Think of it as an exclusive, and PlayStation 5, PlayStation Plus, think of it as the restriction membership. You cannot play all those old games. You can't even play PlayStation 1, 2, and 3. These digital backwards compatible games. If you want to play all those games, you gotta buy the best upgrade for the PlayStation Plus. I think it's premium. Yeah, premium. Otherwise, you can't even buy or play these games. It's just restrictions and locked. But for Xbox, you play any of those games that you see on the Game Pass, the OGs and the 360. And then for Nintendo Switch 2, they make money either from make money from Nintendo Switch Online. Play anywhere, making money through those Game of the Year games being ported on Switch 2, Nintendo Switch Online. Hell, maybe mostly on Nintendo Switch Online. Maybe there's a lot of them buying Nintendo Switch Online. More sales on Nintendo Switch Online, the expansion pack, more than the games they sell. And I give them that. Let you play the OG games on the Switch, on the Nintendo Switch 2. That's good. That's what I wanted. But it's not even that expensive. What's more expensive is buying games that are $60 or even like $70 for the video games, or even $80, which is insanely stupid and expensive. Instead, you can just buy the expansion pack and just play the OG games. I'm not into emulators. And to be honest, I'm not even into emulators that much, because I don't even trust those websites, and with those viruses. The only time I use emulator is just playing those hack games. It's pretty much it. Gaming is literally dead.